everyone, I'm Casey and I love smelling good and feeling good. Today we're talking about some of the new Ahmed Al Maghribi fragrances I have. I think I bought maybe 5 new ones. I think there's a couple more on the way. But actually I also have some samples that I tried out earlier on in the year in the 65 fragrance sample review series. And so I wanted to give an update on this. So please keep an eye out for those. I'm going to start with the new ones and then we'll head off to the older ones. Okay, so the first fragrance I want to talk about here is Summer Oud by Ahmed Maghribi. Now this is a fragrance I actually got in a full bottle after I bought the sample. So I didn't really have a time to try out the sample and then buy the bottle. I just blind bought it. And I definitely have to say this fragrance is not blind buy safe. It's because I know I love ouds and I just kind of love this line from Ahmed Maghribi. So it just is what it is. So this fragrance opens up with some saffron, some mandarin, some orange, some incense, cypriol, rose, cashmere, wood, caramel, amber, and patchouli. Those are the middle notes. And then you have some base, some oud, some leather, some musk, oak musk, and vetiver. Okay, let me spray it out on a card actually. This fragrance is definitely not an easy blind buy. It's definitely, to my head, it's not anywhere similar to any of the fragrances that I've tried and that are roaming around being called dupes. I see here that it said it's like a dupe of Oud Stallion. Never smelled that fragrance, so I am not going to be comparing it to that. I will just see it as a unique fragrance to me and my taste. So to me, this is like a very fruity oud fragrance. So you have this mandarin and this rose and caramel that really brings it kind of to be a sugary, sweet, but fruity smell. So it doesn't smell like caramel gourmand. The caramel kind of adds to the fruitiness of the orange. And to be honest, you can't even say that it's the orange you're smelling. It just kind of smells generically fruity, if that makes sense. And I think the rose is playing a big part, but it's also playing like this middle part of a blending type smell. And then you have this oud and leather that's like playing like neck and neck together. And the base, the oud is not an inky, skanky, heavy. It's more so of a light, atmospheric, but woody oud, if that kind of makes sense. It kind of gives this like woody like vibe, which I actually really appreciate from this fragrance. The oak moss in here, you can kind of smell it. It does have this kind of green feel, but it's not really like a oud green fragrance, which I also really appreciate. I feel like this is definitely an easy wear. Like this is a fragrance you could easily enjoy in winter, and it doesn't have to be nighttime for you to put this on and enjoy. I think if you have like as cold weather as you have here, this is something you'd feel comfortable in. I think this is also the fragrance that a lot of people had some good notes and some good things to say about. To me, it's not a love, but it's like I'm not gonna hate on it being in my collection. I probably wouldn't wear it as much. It just doesn't have that personality that I'm looking for, but it is like a very enjoyable, probably wouldn't get redundant very quickly, but kind of basic oud fragrance. And I say that in a very polite way. Definitely not easy blind buy, because you do still have to love your ouds to actually enjoy this, because sometimes ouds just like is just unbearable for some people. To me, I enjoy oud, so I enjoy the wear of this fragrance. It definitely gets a lot more woody as time goes, but to me, I enjoy it. I think it's an easy reach to some extent. I don't think it's, to me, I feel like it couldn't be that offensive to other people, but probably not great to wear it in the office, because like I said, oud is not pleasant to all people. So something to be mindful of. Now, the next fragrance I was actually really excited to get, and this is Ignite Rose. So this one was actually one I had in the full bottle cart that I had with Summer Oud before it came in. And then it got out of stock the minute after I bought it. I was really, really pissed off. The number was like, the price was like something like €30 or something like that. A real steal for this kind of fragrance. And I really wanted a full bottle because when summer oud came, I loved the bottle and the atomizer. Oh my god, definitely a love. So I just wanted another bottle to just have a collection, because I think I also have Ignite Oud on its way, so I just wanted to complete that collection, but it's now gone, so, and I probably won't be able to find it at this price again or for a while, so I'm not going to rush to buy it. It opens up with some aldehydes, some bergamot, honey, kelp, mandarin, orange, peach, and praline and saffron in the top. And the heart notes, you have this beautiful damask rose with frangipani, and then you have some orange blossom, some oud, rose vetiver, and some water lily. And then in the base, then you have your amber, your oak moss, some sugar cane, tonka bean, vanilla, white musk, and woody. This is a very floral oud fragrance. Like this is almost playing onto the like stereotypical feminine not rose, but floral, white floral, but not creamy floral. So white floral with that orange blossoms and this citrus kind of vibe that kind of honestly kind of gives me a headache a little bit when I smell it too close, and the aldehydes don't help. But I feel like if you love like feminine leaning floral designer fragrances, like this could be your gateway into oud. It definitely does have some oud in this fragrance, but it has those notes of beautiful, floral fragrances to me. There's nothing that quite stands out to me in this fragrance. To be honest, once I got the sample and I didn't get to buy the full bottle, I was kind of glad that I didn't buy the full bottle, just because like I don't know that I was gonna enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It's not to say it's not beautiful, it's just not my type. And so, yeah. And even though rose is said to be the center stage, I was kind of expecting like this strong rose oud fragrance, like that it just is kind of stereotypical, but also breaking boundaries and all this kind of thing, a little bit unique, a little bit dark and dense. This is not dark at all. This is like floral, and you could wear this like during the day, during the night, during the summer, during the spring. Though I'd say just because of the floral notes being a little bit heady, it's probably a spring fragrance, but it is beautiful. Like, and it does have that oud touch at the base, but it's just not a rose forward fragrance. And I'm not a fragrance lover of white florals. And also I have to say, like, it's not like a tuberose, don't get me wrong, it's not tuberose that's the white florals in this. It's like this water lily orange blossom that's kind of coming out, and there's something like osmanthus as well that I may be smelling in there, I'm not sure. And then it also has some musk notes, which I think I can smell, and I'm not really loving that, which is another note that I don't really enjoy. So yes, apologies for that one, I do not love it, but definitely the bottle is beautiful. There's that. Okay, next fragrance here is Ignite Oud. Now, I've already done a review on this. I already have a full bottle coming of this. It's a fragrance that I just love. Like, look, there's no hating this fragrance. It's fruity, it's oudy, did I spray the right one? Yeah. Fruity, oudy, sweet. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love this fragrance. So you have some leather, some geranium, some patchouli, some cedar, some amber, some sandalwood, moss, and musk. I feel like I'm smelling candy in here that I swear to God is not on here. Yeah, I do smell some candy in this fragrance. I'm not going crazy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, it's like a leather sweet. Like, that geranium must be like pumped up with some like pollen, and I don't know if anybody was weird like this, but I used to like suckle on like this with the floral, like on flowers when I was younger, and you'd get like this juicy pollen taste. Yum, yum, yum. Well, it's not pollen, it's nectar. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. I get it. I get the bees. I get the bees. I understand the bees. But this is beautiful. It kind of has that kind of sweet smell. Patchouli, cedar. I cannot wait to get a full bottle of this. I have also done a first impressions of this fragrance. Also, it's beast mode and well talked about. This is a definite must buy. I get it. Again, do you have to love oud? Yes. Is it gender neutral? Yes. Is it okay for a younger audience? Maybe not. I feel like you do need to love your oud, so 25s and up, like, for sure. But yeah, me like it. Me like it. Okay, let's hop on to the next one, which is Laathani. I actually haven't tried out this fragrance, so this will be like a very first impression kind of smell. A lot of people hype this fragrance up, especially in the masculine loving fragrance YouTubers. This is like oud, rosemary, bakor, and leather. Already I kind of was like, I think I heard talks about this being close to Imperial Valley. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, Imperial Valley. It's not really close to me. I do have like Imperial Valley in the house. Not really close to me. It's not really close. This is like a more palatable, less leather, less cypriol, more fruity take. Definitely easier to love than Gissa. I feel like Gissa is for people who like their niche fragrances, love them to be challenging, and love to like actually be thinking about their fragrance, like, and enjoying it when they're wearing it. This is more so a fragrance that you kind of like, because Gissa can kind of push you, like punch you in the face. This one is a lot more unisex, a lot more easier on the nose and on the head. Like, it's not going to give you a headache if you wear too much. It's easier to love, more fruity, more juicy, more watery. It's okay. Like, I mean, I love Gissa, and I love that about Gissa. Now, I'm really interested because I already did also a try of Marj before, and these two, I'm pretty sure, are supposed to be a take on the same DNA. So I also wanted to put these side to side and also give you some insight. Now, this is a lot more closer to Imperial Valley than Laathani, but I have to say, they both take different aspects and actually kick them up. This is what I love about Ahmed Maghribi. These fragrances are unique. Like, even though they're taking on like the Imperial Valley DNA, these two layered too. Wow. This is like a lot more floral, like it keeps the vetiver note. This does not have the vetiver note that Imperial Valley has. It has like this strong cypriol vibe, but it's almost like blended back with like this, let me find the notes. Like, it smells like violet. Like, there's some floral in here that is just like taking the wheel. Yeah, there's violet. It's violet in this. That's kind of like really pulling back the fragrance. This also has a lot more like white florals and amber than Gissa ever does. Gissa is like a leather, oak moss, like patchouli bomb. This has honey. Well, this I feel like has candy and sweet. Is that true? Yeah, they're also both florals, but different kinds of florals. Do I have a favorite? I have these two layers, 10 out of 10, by the way. This would be my favorite rendition. These two together would be my favorite rendition of Imperial Valley take, but made unique. Definitely love. Separately, because I already have Gissa, and if I wanted something closer to Gissa, I would definitely have this. Just because it has that polarizing vetiver note and that patchouli note. That's really, really makes up Gissa Imperial Valley's DNA. But the florals that are in this, I do not love. And there's almost like a musk in here that I also don't love. I think it's jasmine that's in this fragrance that's giving it like a soapy feel too. No, those notes I do not love. So because of that, and because of where I'm at in my fragrance collection, I wouldn't like this. I much prefer this. This is a lot more unisex. I mean, they're both unisex, to be fair. Like, they're actually both unisex, but I feel like this also has the potential to lean equally feminine as it does, like, leans more feminine than masculine. But either way, like, I think anybody could wear this, is my point. It's a lot sweeter. I love candy fragrances, and it really doesn't have the vetiver and the patchouli note that takes on Imperial Valley, but it's still close enough that you kind of can think, oh yeah, this is what this is what this fragrance is. So 10 out of 10 for Laathani, 8.5 for Marj. Like, you tried, but I prefer the full bottle. I'm probably gonna get the full bottle of the Gissa fragrances anyway, so that's also context to my fragrances. Now, next, I've already done a full bottle review of this fragrance, so you can probably go back and watch it. Now, this is Zumar. This is a fragrance that is like one of the most expensive ones that are coming out of Gissa. Like, this is retailing for €200, but now the prices are starting to lessen. It's around like 100. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I was seeing, you know, when I was studying these notes and looking back at these fragrances, I was looking specifically for Bin Shaikh, because a lot of people said these were close to Bin Shaikh. And then I also got Oulil, Ameer. We'll talk about them separately, but a lot of people were saying that these two fragrances were quite similar to each other. To me, yes and no. Like, this is a much closer take to Oud for Greatness because of the saffron, and it's beautifully blended, and it's sweeter. It has like this sugar vibe. This is a more floral, makeup-y, like, by this I mean Zumar. Zumar is more floral, makeup-y, violet kind of fragrance. Like, this is where you start to realize, like, this is like, these fragrances are for the OG oud lovers, like people who can tell apart ouds and actually not bunch them up with the same fragrance note. Because to me, at first, I thought, oh, these kind of smell the same. And then when I actually smelled them side to side, I was like, no, the experience is actually quite different. The base is quite the same in the sense that it has that oud, and that it has some oud, some leather, and some cashmere wood, which is, yeah, in there. But what really sets this fragrance apart is the fact that it has violet and raspberry. Those are the notes that really kind of give it this makeup-y kind of smell, while Bin Shaikh moves on to be a lot more saffron forward. Now, they both have that saffron note, but this ends up being a lot more saffron forward and a lot more sugary in the top. Sorry, my my hands were in the camera, but you get what I'm trying to say. So to me, out of the two, definitely I would pick Bin Shaikh. I did have the option to go for Zumar, which was now retailing at around €100, 112, and I kind of decided, okay, like, I actually do not enjoy the wear of that. I would rather get Bin Shaikh. So whenever it's in stock, I'll probably end up getting it. Okay, next, talking about Bin Shaikh and all these other fragrances, let's talk about Bin Ameer. I cannot believe I found this on sale, guys. There was like a huge sale in this store, and they were selling all the Ahmed Maghribi. Also, I have a bone to pick with people selling Ahmed Maghribi. These fragrances are much lower, like 50% of what they're being sold for, because they're hyped. I'm kind of like, a bit of me is like, okay, I'll probably wait a couple of years until like they're not as hyped, because to me they're classics. Like, I feel like if I'm buying a fragrance for the hype, like, what's the point? I'm gonna have them for years. Like, I need to enjoy them, so I'm gonna buy them for what it's worth. So I'm not in a rush. Like, if it'll take 5 years, it'll take 5 years, period. Anyway, Bin Ameer, this pleasantly surprised me. I thought this was gonna be like an oud forward fragrance. Honey, this is a fruity, did I say fruity? A sweet, honeyed fragrance. So it opens up with some honey, some syrup, some black currant, and then it has some cinnamon and pear. These are all in the top, and then in the middle notes you start to get your jasmine, sambac, some cyclamen, some rose, orange blossom, freesia, and then in the base you have patchouli and broxton, agarwood, and some musk. This is a raw orange honey, like black currant, rose, freesia, pear fragrance. Everything else is just like a supporting act. Like, there is oud in here, but it's like a supporting act. Like, this is God's gift to humankind. Like, this is beautiful. This is, if you thought like Bin Shaikh was too oudy, and like, especially the bottles, this is the best creation, and it performs. Like, this, I did find it on sale, guys. I think it was even more on sale, like 30 euro, something like that. I bought a bottle, best believe it's on its way. very quickly. And I believe there's another bottle in this collection called Bin Sadiq, and I also thought that was going to be like a coconut oud fragrance, even though a lot of people said no, but like just because of the bottle and the name and Bin Sheikh, I am getting Bin Sadiq next time I see that stock. Yep. That whole line is getting bought. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. 10 out of 10. Click. This is easily my favorite fragrance out of all of them. That says something. And then what else did we not talk about? Oulil Ameer. I hope I'm saying that right. Oulil Ameer. This is also in a rose, in a heart bottle. There's two fragrances in a heart bottle, and this is like this woody. This is a woody. How do I explain this? Okay, a woody rose jammy kind of fragrance. It opens up with cardamom and peony, and then in the base you had some Laotian oud and some rose and some Cambodian oud, and then in the base then you have some pine, some amber, and some musk. Guys, it smells like inky oud that has peony, not rose. And then some pine. But there's something in this that I love. It makes me think of the jammy rose inky note in Amethyst, but done more authentically, of course. Guys, when you smell it up close, it kind of has this tanky edge to it, which I didn't know whether I was enjoying or not. But when I put it on, all I could smell was that jammy rose and oud, inky oud. Like, this hit the bloody spot. It hit the spot. It's expensive. It's like €100, and there was only one in stock. I hummed and hawed about whether I wanted it, but I decided I'll wait. Let someone else buy it for now, and maybe I might change my mind, or maybe I might be able to find this DNA in a less expensive bottle. I definitely feel like that will probably happen with this fragrance. I do feel like it's so well blended, it's insane. And the best position for this fragrance as well is that it's because it's like good oud. I'm not sure if it's authentic oud, but I know it's higher quality oud, and I can almost believe that Ahmed Maghribi has done that, and that's why the price point is that. But to me, it's also not a fragrance that I would wear a lot, and it's not like an immense love just yet. There are fragrances that are an immense love that I can't wait to have in my collection, so I'd almost rather spend that money on those fragrances than this, but I do love this. This is easily an 8.5 in my collection. Definitely full bottle worthy. Someone wanted to give me this, I would be so happy. But it's just, and it's addictive. It's something about that rose candy, peony, like type vibe that's hitting the spot for me. It's like lighthearted but inky at the same time. It's so addictive. It's like, oh, I can't stop smelling the note once I smell it once. Now, this was my little talk of the Ahmed Maghribi fragrances, some first impressions, some comparisons, just great for someone who is interested in this line and some more unique fragrances in this collection. Now, let me know, have you tried any of these? To be honest, some of these nobody has ever spoken about. And I'm happy to be one of the first people to be reviewing this on YouTube. So let me know what you think. Are there any favorites? Are there any ones that you didn't like? Actually, I forgot one and I don't know why it's not here. But I actually, in the midst, I upgraded my bottle to Endless. I bought it for €30 and then in the next 2 days it was €15. I was pissed, but it's okay. It's just €15. This fragrance, the atomizer, is beautiful. I don't know if you even saw that. It's beautiful. This fragrance, it's supposed to be close to Madawi. If it is, 10 out of 10. I'm still yet to buy full bottle Madawi. Well blended, longevity is insane. Rose, fruity, but unisex fragrance. I love. Now, I have to say, I did have to bring this bottle out and just say a preface and say, also, if you wanted to see review of this fragrance and my first impressions, I also have a sample video of that when I first tried it, so you can smell that. But I wanted to bring these out because this is also supposed to have the same exact notes as this fragrance and as Madawi. Now, I haven't smelled Madawi, like I said, but I just want to come and say these two are very different DNAs. So the question is, does Madawi smell like this? Because I don't love this fragrance. It's a white floral fragrance, like very white floral fragrance. Very different DNAs. This is a rose, fruity, palatable kind of fragrance. So to me, I'm like, which one is it? Which one is it? Let me know if you guys have smelled any of these. This is Endless and this is Al Ibdaa Gold. Let me know. Anyways, until next time, bye.